Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, coming at you with some more Age of Mythology. This is on the Voobly edition, and I had a little scour across Voobly, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm having a little bit of fun playing Kronos. I want to see how the big boys play it. So one particular boy here, we have Biker Boy 2 spawning on the top left part of the map in the blue playing Kronos. We're going to be watching him for primarily for most of this game, let's say, but let's not rule out IIXII here. Gonna call him, what should we call him? I mean, there is probably a name for him. Probably a lot of people in chat are like, his name's Derek or something like this, but we don't know what his name is. We're gonna just call him WKT here. So WKT is in the red here, bottom right part of the map, playing as Zeus. So both of these gods I am really enjoying playing at the moment. I primarily play on the extended edition. We are just gonna get the actually wait a second. Oh, that's weird. I don't think I can actually be an observer on this game. Okay, we're just gonna have to play this one a little bit differently, but it should be fine. It should be absolutely fine. Okay, so we do see WKT here immediately going to be going for 3 veals on wood. Very standard as Zeus, as the Greeks. I do tend to, have 5 veals on food, then 3 to wood, 3 to gold. That's kind of what I do. It looks like WKT is doing the same here. Let's have a look at Biker Boy's Fog of War here. And we can see Kronos, 2 on food, 1 on wood. And I think this is exactly what I do as well, which is nice. Also, something good is spreading out your pigs as well. Don't forget to do that. If you have herdables, spread them out a little bit over your TC. It's just quite nice, so your veals don't get bunched up, and collection is as easy as possible. Of course, with the Atlanteans, by the way, ladies and gents, if you don't know, they are the closest you're going to get to Age of Empires 3. These villages do not have drop-off buildings or anything like that, and also one villager is the equivalent of around 3 veals, I think, or something like that. So yeah, just bear that in mind. So Economic Guild here is the one that will provide the upgrades, and a manor is something you can actually garrison villagers into manors. You can garrison 5 units into the manor, very similar to villages with the Chinese on Age of Empires 3. So once again, very, very good. Something interesting about Kronos as well, if we have a quick look, what does Kronos do? There is a time shift ability that you can do with all buildings. So you can move buildings around the map, and what's fantastic is it only costs 5 wood to move a manor. So you can move a manor to a new gold mine or herdable area on the map, like this for example. You can move that manor when you're starting to expand on the map, which I really, really love. So I'm not too sure the strength of Kronos at the moment on the Voobly edition. I think on extended they're not particularly good, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not too sure why. Maybe you guys can let me know down in the comments, because I'm playing Kronos recently and it's really, really fun. So let's have a look here at WKT. We do see an age up shortly going to be on the way here. We see 2 veals actually getting this temple down here. And remember, with Zeus, you gather favor from the temple double time. And hoplites are really, really good against buildings. They are mega, mega good. So we can see here Zeus, we do get 30% villager gather rate, 12% hoplite movement speed, and the infantry damage, just infantry, not just hoplites, any infantry damage versus buildings is double. So Zeus is very good recently for Athena rushing. And Athena is the god that you go for in Age 2. It's the minor god you go for in Age 2, where you have access to the restoration power. So it's very, very scary. And now we're seeing the first hero coming out. So the age up is now on the way, I believe. Let's have a quick look here. Yes, we can see we are aging up with Hermes here. Hermes is going to be providing, I believe Hermes provides the centaurs, isn't it? Yes, the centaurs. So potential harassment there. We'll have to see how that one plays out. Let's have a quick look over at Biker Boy here. Also on the age up as well, around the same sort of time. And we have a total of 6 veals, 7 villagers at the moment. Very, very good. Fantastic. And pulling in that water buffalo with the help of the TC. Very, very nice. And opening up with the Prometheus. Looks like The scout here. We're going to lose the scout. No, we're not. Jason here has... What kind of relic does Jason have? I wonder. I'm going to see the age up. The Promethean myth unit here. Actually, that's interesting. Deleting... killing the Promethean so that the two offspring come out, and the offspring are really, really fast here. So let's have a quick look at the Fog of War here for Biker Boy. We are seeing Jason going to start to take down this tower. Interesting play here. Military barracks going into the base of Biker Boy. We're not seeing any kind of rushing here just yet. I like this Oracle staying here for scouting on the outside of WKT's base. Prometheans are going to quickly march into the base. My God, actually did a lot of damage. Look at this. Going to be able to potentially grab a Vil here. Managing to get into the sentry tower here. I didn't even know that you can garrison into sentry towers. Can you believe it? That's amazing. It looks like the Promethean here. Is he going to be able to get a kill on this villager? Oh, fantastic micro there from WKT. Managing to save both of those villagers. And Jason here is actually going to be able to get this tower down here. Do have some Terma production on the way. And, oh, we do see the lightning bolt. Interesting going on that Murmelo there. The upgraded hero version. So, interesting use of the lightning bolt there. I'm not too sure if that was wasted. We'll have to see. And Jason's doing an absolute work here. He's taking down the sentry tower. He's starting to work on the barracks. Unfortunately, he's not going to be successful here. Let's have a look back at WKT. What is he gathering? He's actually holding the 100% hero damage versus myth units. And that is exactly what Biker Boy really wants. He's going to be able to grab that. Kind of risky, Jason going out with the relic there right next to Biker Boy's base. And there is another relic here. Which one do we have? We have 20% wall hit points. Very, very nice. And yes, we are seeing it, ladies and gents. We're seeing the upgraded Centaur play here, where you harass, and we also get Odysseus. Odysseus is a fantastic hero. 200 wood and a couple of favor. But these Centaurs are very scary indeed. And let's have a look at the macro here. We're seeing 9 food, 6 wood, and 5 coin. And this is something that I'm seeing more often is these wall segments, ladies and gents. Using this to sort of cover up the sentry tower rather than having to spend it all on houses. I'm loving this little defensive bit here, so you're protecting the wood line. That looks really nice. The upgraded Centaurs here, going to try and see what they can do. And are going to be, unfortunately, unsuccessful. Now, their sort of special attack this myth unit has is a charged shot here. You can see that they have a charged shot. It does 50 pierce, and on the extended edition, it's even more lethal. You only need 2 Centaurs to do the charged shot, and you can one-shot villagers on the extended edition of Age of Mythology. Is he going to make it? Oh, he made it. He's on 2 HP. Managing to get into that TC. Jason on 2 HP there. And looking like we are seeing now the watchtowers being upgraded by WKT here. We are seeing just 1 TC here from both players, so some early aggression, no kind of booming happening just yet. Couple of Raxes here, making some hoplites, and now we do have quite a scary timing here from Biker Boy, looking really good for the eco, and that sound is a mana transfer, and look at it, it's happening. This is what I mentioned about moving. We can look, there's a mana here for safety. There's a mana here as well, and we are getting a second TC down for Biker Boy here. A very scary combination here. The Terma are good against archers. Murmelos are good against cav. And we do have another. Look at this archer. Yeah, go and grab that. The Terma. I love when the Terma grabs it. It goes on the back of the horse. Fantastic. I didn't even know that. That's going to be really good. Archers, ballistas, and the Caraballistas are going to do more pierce damage. And I think he's just planning to keep WKT in base. I've got a feeling WKT's maybe thinking about aging up. No, I'm completely wrong. We've got Jason here on 2 HP with the relic. Needs to get him definitely over to the temple ASAP, and just further Centaurs are coming in here. And we are going to start to struggle for food here for WKT. Has got those last of those pigs left. Does he have... He does not have the herdable upgrade for the pigs. See, yeah, lots of terms if we turn Fog of War off. This is the situation right now. I'm not too sure what WKT is thinking, to be honest, in this kind of situation. Wants to continue raiding with the Centaurs, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not too sure. Are we trying to see a TC expansion here? Are we going to try and be aging up, macroing for the Heroic Age? I'm not entirely sure what WKT is thinking here, but I think Biker Boy has a better idea. Yes, we do see that age up coming in, going to be looking really good now. Also, that extra TC now gone down as well. So he's looking very good from an economic standpoint. Also, he's on that age up game as well, which is really, really nice. And Jason, he just loves holding on to that relic. He's not letting it go. Not too sure why he's not putting it in the temple here. I'm going to be honest with you. Is there some kind of play that I'm missing here? Make sure you can let me know down in the comments below, guys. But all I can say is WKT stacking up a lot of wood, ladies and gents. That is a lot. 700 wood here. Looks like the macro is on for... Actually, no, sorry. This is Biker Boy. Biker Boy stacking up a lot of wood. Apologies. And I can hear some buildings are moving, shape-shifting. Not too sure. Yeah, it looks like it's a couple of manor houses are going to be moving here just to this hunt. And now we're going to see that perfect age up here. Not too sure what WKT is going to do in this situation. We do have now access to the Chaos, and there it is. Chaos basically makes a bunch of units just as if they were wild animals. So they attack whoever. They can attack you. They can attack the opponent. And you can see here, looks like that's happening. And this looks like a pretty decent cleanup here by Biker Boy. Has the age advantage, seems to be winning the fight here pretty comfortably. Let's have a look at WKT here. Not looking like any position for the age up just yet. Hasn't gone for a second TC at all. Looking pretty sketchy right now, to be honest. Continuing with the center pole marchers, Centaurs. We do have this Satire, I think it's called. Not too sure how good that myth unit is. Not going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I'm not entirely sure, but we are going to see a nice front line here of Murmelows and Hoplites. Termers on the back line, though, going to be able to do some decent damage here, and it's looking pretty rough for WKT. Let's have a quick look at Biker Boy here. He's going to try and get away here, but yeah, looking pretty rough. The Murmelo going to be able to clear up that Centaur nice and easy. And wow, a lot of food getting backed up here for Biker. Needs to maybe readjust macro here, get a few onto coin, but he doesn't really need to worry too much right now. He's looking pretty fine right now, doing a good job. Murmelows, none of them upgraded, which is very interesting. We don't have any upgrades yet for the Terma or Murmelows. Now the Caraballistas, going to be really good. If we have a look at the Caraballistas very quickly, look at this. Look at how good they are against all other infantry. 150% bonus damage against other infantry. Very scary. Very high levels of crush armor, which is interesting. Pierce armor 50%. Sorry, no, hack armor, yeah, is relatively low. So yeah, you want to get cav on it. If you can get cav, you need to get cav, or if you can get the hoplites close to the Caraballistas, you should be able to take them out. But yeah, there's a lot here. We now have medium termers. Fields are in a predicament here. And Odysseus once again. Look at Jason on 2 HP. Odysseus on 1 HP. Oh my lord. He loves keeping his heroes very low HP. That's kind of insane. We are now starting to see the Arcus units here. I think they're called Arcus. You get access to the bowman. And now WKT has an opportunity here to potentially age up. He's called the ceasefire. Are we going to see that? I don't know what we're seeing here. The armory's going down. Maybe it's a mad scramble to try and get into age 3 here, but it's looking pretty rough from a food standpoint. I'm not too sure where all the food collectors are. He is going to be going over to the granary here, continuing to to go on the deers here, but it's going to be a very tricky position. I'm going to be honest, he needs to get into age 3, but his eco is down. He's 1 TC down versus Biker Boy here. We can see total villagers, I think at the moment it's around 35 villagers. Biker Boy looking pretty darn good on about 16. So if you times that by 3, yeah, we're already way ahead here in eco. And these villagers do have hand axe. They got shaft mine, which is the secondary gold upgrade here as well as hunting dogs. So yeah, looks like yeah, here it's happening, ladies and gents. 3rd TC going down. Remember, TCs or town centers, very crucial in Age of Mythology. They provide that extra population, not just economy from villagers. And later in the game, your pop cap, you can reach your pop cap very easily in Age of Mythology. And I think they're going to change it for Retold. They might increase the pop cap. So a lot of it does lie on the TCs later into the game, because they will really provide you with that extra population that is so crucial. And look at all the resources just racking up. You know, Biker Boy just can't spend it. You know, he's max popped. I mean, he's just going to be chucking down TCs, I imagine. Maybe a palace to just really fortify his position. But yeah, WKT looking in a pretty sticky situation, to be honest, but has got the hunts here. And continuing to make these centaurs, though. Really wanting to continue to make them. And they, as I say, they do cost 200 wood each, and you can see 15 vils on wood there. And now we do have the hoplites trying to go in on the front line here. Somehow pushing back Biker. I mean, he must be waiting for the reinforcements, and the satires here. Lots of Arcus as well is going to do some decent damage. And there is the Mythic Age. Wow, we've got Mythic versus Classical. It's looking pretty darn rough, and we are going to see, yes, the Mythic unit here, the Argus, coming in that spews out all of that bile and poison. There it is. And really does do some serious damage here. And this is looking pretty rough now, fighting under the TC as well. And there is the GG. Ladies and gents, really enjoyed that. Nice to see Kronos in action. Don't normally see it. I kind of want to cover some of the underdog gods that aren't being picked as much. You know, we always see Hades, Ra, Isis, you know, maybe Zeus as well. We're seeing an Kronos as well from Atlanteans. We're seeing a lot of those gods, you know, being played quite regularly. I like to see if we can cover, like, you know, Gaia, Kronos, Poseidon, those other gods that you don't normally see that much. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a bit of a scramble here for WKT. I think maybe committing a little bit too much to the centaurs, maybe wanting to potentially re-macro, spend some of that wood perhaps to get some farms down so that we can secure enough food, because we can see here going out onto the map, starting to get pressure from the Murmelo, and yeah, it was a bit of a sticky situation. Maybe potentially thinking about going for an earlier TC, second TC, could enable that economy. Could have had the chance to maybe get into heroic and have a fighting chance, but Biker Boy absolutely dominating it there. Very, very well done. Let's have a quick look at the post game. Yeah, we can see the economy. Not too bad from WKT, considering only on 1 TC. But look at that, 24 vils for the Atlanteans, and I think it's normally around 3 vils per Atlantean. So, you know, you're talking like 72 villagers versus 49. So really ahead there in economy. And there we go, ladies and gents. Let's quickly have a look at the all resources here. You can see it's pretty much rough from the onset, to be honest. Apart, you know, after age 2, got a little bit sketchy, and the Atlantean economy is just so good. All right, ladies and gents, that has been another Pro Player Cast. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments below if there's anything that I missed, anything I can improve on, of course. I'm still learning the competitive side of Age of Mythology. I'm getting ready for Retold, all that good stuff, and hopefully you'll catch me in the next video or the next stream. All right, guys, catch you later. Bye.